Welcome back and welcome to another video. This video is to announce my participation in the 24 in 48 readathon. Yes, it's another readathon. I'm just loving them at the moment, and I think they're kind of making me read the things that I want to read, which is sounds silly, but sometimes we kind of go with, oh well, I need to read this for a certain date, I need to read that for a certain date. But I think readathons are a little bit more freeing and kind of let you concentrate on what you really want to read, because if you don't pick up something that you've been really burning desire to read, then you're not going to be able to get through it in a readathon. And you know, 24 and 48 readathon is 24 hours of reading in the 48-hour weekend, and so you need to really want to read what you're reading during that 24 hours. So firstly, I've got my sort of audiobook possibility for this 24 and 48. This might change because I might read stuff before the weekend. I've got my book group today, and so that might kind of throw up some more things that I want to read. But audiobook wise, I've got Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I've got that on overdrive at the minute, and it needs to go back I think on Sunday, so I'm definitely going to try and listen to that during the readathon. Having an audiobook in a readathon I always find is really helpful. And then I've got three sort of possibilities of books I might read, unless I happen to be in the middle of something else by the time we get to Saturday at midnight, well, Friday at midnight. And these are all books that either I've kind of wanted to read as part of my January TBR with my YA push, or have been recommended to me. So the first one that's been recommended to me by more than one person is The Art of Being Normal by Lisa Williamson. Lisa Williamson's got a new book coming out in the next couple of months. I've seen some bloggers getting proofs of it, so I think that's kind of given me a push to definitely get on and read this one. This has also been recommended by two separate people that I've kind of asked for recommendations for YA to add to my TBR this month, and this one's been highly recommended. It's not too long either, but it's possibly something that I could dip in and out of. I think we're sitting at around about 350 pages, so quite a good length for a readathon. Not too long, not something that's going to take up too much time, but definitely something that I definitely really want to read. And then I've got a book that's been on my kind of TBR basically since I started blogging. I picked this book up in the first blogger event I went to, which I think was about 6 months before I even started my own blog. So we're talking nearly 4.5 years ago. I went to a Simon & Schuster event when I was doing guest posts for someone else's blog, which I did for a year before I started blogging. And I picked up The Perks of Being a Wallflower, and I have been wanting to read this for ages. It's been one of those that I've packed in my suitcase and taken away with me and they're not read. I've put it on a readathon TBR and then not read. I've put it on a kind of year of reading resolutions and then not read. And this is the film cover of the book, and I've wanted to watch the film forever, but I won't watch the film until I've read the book. So I need to read the book. And I mean, if you can see, it's a short one, and again, one of the people who, yeah, I mean, it's just over 200 pages. Why have I not read this? And one of the people who gave me book recommendations, she's been pushing me to read this book for probably as long as I've had it, and she'll see that it's on my TBR and be like, yay, you're finally reading it, and then it just doesn't happen. So hoping to get that one read. And then I've got another possibility as well, which was specifically on my January TBR as part of my wanting to read a lot of YA this month, and because I actually have two copies of this book. I've got a UK copy and I've got a US copy, and again, this is only less than 240 pages, so it's going to be a good readathon book, and that is Naomi and Eli's No Kiss List by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan. Again, there is a film of this one which I can't watch until I've read the book. When I was at the Strand in New York, I bought a copy of this one because that was before my books had arrived and I really wanted to read it, and I didn't get round to reading it. So I don't know whether I'll read the UK copy or the US copy. We'll see. Depends if I want to see the word favourite with a U in it or not, I suppose. But this is going on the TBR for the 24 and 48 as well. Whether I will get all of these books read, I don't know. I've not done the 24 and 48 before. I've done the 24-hour readathons where I need to kind of have a little nap in between time, but just 24 and 48 I've not done before. So we'll see how I get on with that one. But that's kind of my very loose TBR, and this is acting as my sign up for that. I will leave the link to the website if you would like to sign up. I'll leave it in the description box below, and I'll probably pop this into a blog post as well so you can see a bit more information about the books that I want to read. Okay, I will have another video for you soon, so I will see you then. Bye.